Library. Today, me and my group members are going to present about case study. My group members are Priyadashni Ilangovan, myself, Tarshni Parthiban, and Karen Sylvia Simon. Table of content. Question number 1. State the 5 principles of flexibility applied. B. Explain the principle of flexibility stated on question 1A. The 5 flexibilities are dialogue initiative, multi-threading, task migratability, substitutivity, customizability. The explanations are dialogue initiative is user primitive that the flow is controlled by the user. Multi-threading is the ability of system to allow user input for many tasks at one time, like within the Microsoft Word, it allows multiple documents to be opened. Task migratability is passing responsibility of execution of tasks between user and system. For an example, a computerized spell checker like in Microsoft Word can check the spelling of the word on computerized dictionary rather than check it manually. Substitutivity is offer a user alternative way of specifying input or viewing of the output. Customizability is support the user's capacity to customize system setting to suit their preferred method of use, like the standard control bar in Microsoft Word can be edited as required. Question number 2. Build a design space analysis based on situation below. Your design space analysis must contain 1 question, 2 options and 4 criteria. The question is how to select the suitable type of user interface design. The question is how to select the suitable type of user interface design. The option we used here are select graphical user interface. The second option is select touch user interface. The advantage of graphical user interface and touch user interface are they are easy to use and it saves a lot of space and avoid external devices such as keyboard or mouse. The disadvantage for graphical user interface is it is less flexibility because only pre-programmed instruction can be executed. And the disadvantage for touch user interface is hands and fingers often obscure the screen information while selecting the desired option.
My name is Karen Sylvia. Now I want to present about question 3, which is based on diagram 2 below. Explain 3 the design rules that can be used to improve the interface design. The first design rule is principles. Principles are abstract design rules. These are some design rules that guide the PBU students how to use the CDOS PBU interface. This should be low in authority because it is compiled the PBU students to use it. It is suggestion if the PBU student want to use it if do want to use. Just may it forget. It is up to PBU student if they want to download notes from CDOS. They can download, or if they do want to download, doesn't matter because it is low authority. It is high in generality that is more generalized to PBU students, designing for an enjoyable and satisfying interaction so that PBU students never get bored of using CDOS. The next design rule is standards. Standards are specific rules that the PBU students must only enroll to their subject according to the subject lecturers. The PBU students must ensure that they only can download notes and submit their assignments according to the classes and lecturers. The PBU students must use their own CDOS account. It is high authority that rules must be applied by the PBU students to use CDOS. CDOS PBU is limited application that only can access by members of PBU student. Next design rule is guidelines. CDOS have some guidelines to achieve the principles. Direct manipulation is one of the general guidelines that when submit assignment in the CDOS, we just drag the file from folder to the CDOS submission platform rather than click add file icon. Use control and feedback is also a general guideline that when the previous students submit their assignments, the system shows feedback the submission status whether it is successful submitted or not. It is low authority that the PB student can use the guideline and also does not want to use also doesn't matter. It is more general application that rules are general not specific. Consultation guidelines also help the PBU students when they accidentally submit wrong file. They can still edit it back and submit the correct file.
Hi, my name is Darshini Pathipan. So today I would like to present about the question 4 of our case study HCI. As the question 4 stated that as a software designer of KS Ocean Enterprise, you are assigned to develop an interface for kindergarten system that allow parents to check their kids' attendance and record of fee payment. The interface must be suitable to be used by the parents and teachers from different age range and physical abilities. Proposed interface design must apply all the 8 golden rules. Every design must have clear labeling and explanation of 8 golden rules applies. This is our login page. And next is this our main page of Rainbow Heaven Kindergarten. And this is our attendance page. This includes all the kids that study in our kindergarten. And when we click each of the student, it will appear a attendance sheet, and here we will check out the attendance of each kids that study in this kindergarten. Next is this our payment page. And after the payment is successful, it appears a payment sheet and payment form that we successfully paid for each of the month. Next is this is our feedback form. After the payment is successfully paid, and it will appear a feedback to the user to ensure the payment is successful. Okay, this is our login page. For the login page, it will apply strive for consistency rule. Like this website, use common layout as the other website, which make it easier for the user to understand because they know how to operate the site even with little knowledge. Like all the users are familiar with this common layout of this website. And next is it applies reduce short-term memory load rule. Like if the user has logged in before, this feature will detect and autofill in the user's email and password. Like the users no need to remember their password and user email ID every time when the user trying to log in to this website, and no need to type in one by one. So it will auto fill in this user ID and password. Next is it will applies offer error prevention and simple error handling. Like the website will prevent or detect false or inquiries box. For example, the site will tell the user to fill if the box empty or wrong information. This ensure the system will like having the correct information of users. And next is payment page. Payment page is includes applies the support internal locus of control rule. Like search for the fees, it sends the information. Like if the user is search the fees for the January month, the website will respond to it and send the information about the fee on January month. And then next is permit easy reversal of action rule. So like user can return or reset to the home page if wanted to or got something left of information before. Like it's stated like cancel button at here. Next is it also applies design dialog to yield closure. Like it make it can make user easily know what the steps they must follow. Users need to complete the steps based on what interface give for them to help. Like after the user stated their account number, so the user immediately get to know that after the account number the user need to state the user ID, and after that the user need to apply the amount that need to pay, and next so on. After that, it is feedback form. Feedback form applies the offer informative feedback, like a feedback rule. And this website will give the parents informative feedback after the payment is done. Like after the payment is done successfully, the website of this system will appear a feedback form that the payment is submitted successfully and thank you for your cooperation. Have a great day. And this is our feedback form. From this we can ensure that we have already paid successfully. Next is the menu at here, which is login, attendance page, payment page, and about us. This applies enable frequent users to use shortcut rule. Like this interface made easier for the user to find out what they need to do on this website. Next is our conclusion. From this conclusion, human-computer interaction's sole purpose is about creating new innovations and solving issues faced during the creating it. By studying this subject, we have learned how to question the problems and analyze the requirements to create a usable interface that will prioritize users' comfort. Based on this case study, my team and I have learned how to apply the golden rules and principles in HCI to develop an interface that will succeed. We hope to learn and achieve furthermore interface comfort by continuously learning the HCI. And thank you from me and my teammate.